welcome back to our channel. Today we're sitting with Eamon and Beck.
Hey everybody!
If you don't know them, they are fellow travel YouTubers, van lifers, and we have had the incredible fortune of spending the last few days with them. And even before meeting you guys, I just knew that we'd be best friends, and it's just proven true. We have so much in common. We can literally talk for hours.
Totally.
And they shared with us that they love deep questions and like amazing conversations, and as a lot of you know, so do we. When we lived in LA, we always had a bowl of deep questions like out on the table. At our wedding, we had them on every table. So today, I've written a lot of interesting questions. Some of them are a little bit more lighthearted and fun, and some you can go as deep as you want, really. So yeah,
Let's go
I'm
deep.
excited.
Also, I just want to say we're so excited to have had the opportunity to meet you guys in person as well, and just echo everything you just said. We feel the exact same way. So much so that I told Eamon to go to your wedding when I was in treatment because I just felt like he should, and we didn't even know you guys, and we weren't invited. Okay. What's been the most difficult choice you've had to make to fulfill your destiny? None of the decisions I've made have felt that difficult, but societally, I think they were difficult. In my gut and my heart, my intuition, I've known they're the right decision, but it doesn't mean it's easy to tell everyone around me. So even that initial, when we decided to travel, so I was quitting a corporate job, which is why I went to university, and everyone around me was supporting that path, and I just said, I'm going to travel with this guy I met at work. And I think about that moment a lot.
She wasn't invited, by the way. It was supposed to be
I
a boys'
wasn't.
trip. I'm very glad she did come.
If there's really good questions, maybe a couple of us could answer.
Okay.
You don't want me to just have the fun, right? If your future self came to visit you, what would they tell you to start?
Raya.
Probably meditation. I'm always curious by like exploring different mindsets or different states of being, and I think meditation is probably the most natural form of that, and it's something I've been putting off for a long time. So
on a mushroom trip, he came into our bedroom and was like, it is so clear to me that what I need in my life the most is meditation. It was so, you were,
it was.
And have you meditated one day?
No.
No, I think we should just hold ourselves accountable. Let's all like join a group and we just write.
Honestly,
let's do our own WhatsApp group and
Yeah.
just try and do like 30 days worth of meditation starting tomorrow.
if you're watching this video and have some tips for us on building like healthy routines and patterns in our lives, please comment below, because I feel, especially being travelers and being so spontaneous, that's like one of the things I struggle with the most.
What would you share with your 5-year-old self?
5-year-old self.
Where did you come up with these questions?
I have a list.
Remember just feeling so overwhelmed and scared of the world and such a lack of confidence, and just, I remember my first day at school just being like so upset because someone told me I couldn't like mix the paint colours, and I don't know what it was, but I just felt like I had to have my guard up at all times.
Wow. That's the opposite of who you are now.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Wow.
And it took me so long to let go of that and embrace life, and I just feel like I was so kind of nervous as a kid.
Wow.
I could have been even greater, and I think I dulled myself down probably out of fear. For example, I pursued dance a lot, and I think that I could have been even better, but I was almost afraid to be that good.
I would.
That's
It
a
sounds
twisted
weird.
one.
Well, no, I have that too. Like I remember there were times even in school where like I knew the answer, but I wouldn't say it because I didn't even want to.
You didn't want to raise your hand or something?
I don't know. And then there were even times where I would say the wrong thing. And it's like I knew what the right thing was, and then once other people said it, I said it.
I was the same, that I knew I was really good at art, but I would never like enter an art competition. I'd never like, sometimes I'd even like wouldn't paint, because if it's like we're all doing art, I'd be like, no, I'm okay. Because I kind of, there was that pressure in myself of like, I know I'm really good at this.
When we live in Costa Rica, can we get into visual art again?
Yeah.
I'd love to like start painting again. I haven't done
I really
that
want
in
to make
years.
pottery too.
So down.
I love how you're like, when we live in Costa Rica.
Yeah, manifested, right?
Yeah, heck yeah. I see it in our future for sure.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
need to take you guys to Alegria and
I
send
know.
you
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Quick break from the video to say a huge thank you to Ritual for supporting our channel. I've been taking the Ritual prenatal vitamins for almost a year now, and I really love them because they provide 12 essential nutrients, including omega-3s for before and during pregnancy. I did a lot of research for which vegan multivitamin would be best to take,
and I chose Ritual because of their transparency when it comes to the ingredients they use, where they source their nutrients, and their environmental impact. Personally, I have a hard time taking pills, especially with being pregnant. Obviously, a lot of people struggle with morning sickness, and the Ritual vitamins firstly have a really nice lemon flavor, and the delayed release capsules are designed to dissolve later, which is not only better for nutrient absorption, but it also means that Ritual can be taken on an empty stomach, and you only need 2 capsules any time of day that works for you. I've also been adding their Daily Shake pregnancy and postpartum protein powder to my smoothies, which I love and will definitely continue to use after I give birth. They also offer a multivitamin for women and men, a teen, 50+, a postnatal vitamin, and other protein powders, so even if you're not pregnant, you can definitely find something that works for you on their website. I'm going to link it down below for you if you want to try it out, and make sure to use our code RAYALOUIS20 for 20% off your first month. Thank you again to Ritual for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it.
How are you holding yourself back from achieving your fullest potential?
Great question.
I like that's a bit deeper, that one.
I think something that holds me back is still perception of others towards me. Yeah, I think I was raised conservatively. And so I think no matter how far I've removed myself from that, there's still that sense of judgment that I would feel is happening.
Right.
And so I live with a layer of like almost thinking, is that okay by everyone else?
Right.
When it should be completely and solely, is this okay with me?
I think that holds a lot of people back.
Yeah.
Fear of what other people think. I think it might be one
so
of the biggest
sad,
things.
really. It's like who really cares? Because those people is stuck in that way.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
For me, it's insecurities and expectations that I put on myself. My fullest potential includes way more like fun and silliness and laughter, and I've often seen those things as like, once I get my work done, then I've earned those things, but I'm definitely not like my fullest best self when I don't make time to just like relax and have fun.
And what do you mean by insecurities? Or are you comfortable talking about what that means?
Yeah, I mean, so like body insecurities, feeling like I'm not good enough, feeling like the imposter syndrome, just like elements of all those things cooked up together in a lovely stew. Yeah.
Like even, I hope you don't mind me saying this, we can cut it out, but even the other night when we were talking about veganism and Raya came into the bedroom, she's like, do you think I was too opinionated and then people don't like me anymore because I'm too opinionated about like that? And I was like, no, that's what people love about
I
you.
was just gonna say, it's what I admire the most about you. And I said this to you last night, but I really wish you could see yourself as I see you.
I say that to her all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish you could literally
Because it's
see
like,
how I view.
first of all, physical beauty is like off the charts. Yeah. And that is only topped by your inner beauty. You know?
Thank you.
But I understand it.
Yeah.
I really do. And it's okay to feel all those things and hopefully work towards seeing yourself exactly as the people who love you see you. Because you totally deserve that. And isn't it messed up how society has brought us to this place, especially as women?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Where like I can look in, you know what I mean? Or like my surgeon's first instinct when I had to have like this much of my breast removed was, well, you're gonna get like a double mastectomy and have both implants in your breast.
Yeah, that
because-
was the standard.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be happy. And I said, well, you don't know what's gonna make me happy. And that
Yeah.
won't make me happy to have fake things in my body.
Right, yeah.
But like it was like not the norm.
Wow.
It was a fight, you know? I had to fight for myself to. And then I'm sitting here like now with my deformities and like, should I feel confident like this? But I do, you know? And I feel more confident than if I had fake boobs. For me, personally, you know? Anyways.
Yeah, I feel like pregnancy is a very interesting thing because obviously your body's changing, but it's like the only time in your life that that's celebrated, that you like have a stomach and stuff. And that I'm already scared that like afterwards, you know, everyone says your body's never the same, and I feel like I was never like fully happy with my body before, and it's like it's only gonna get worse. And you know, I'm only gonna be celebrated to have curves for these 9 months, and then the second the baby's out, it's like you have to bounce back, and yeah, there's just a lot around that.
There is so much pressure in my, like from my perspective of just society as a whole, Western society just puts, there's so much extra pressure on women.
No, for
much.
sure.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it
much.
feels so unfair.
Not even just in our bodies. Like,
Yeah,
that's a huge one
everything, yeah.
physically, but in so many ways.
I saw you shaking that ass in that Zoom with that. You're looking fucking hot, dude. Let me just tell you.
I think that's the most sexy thing about you. I love watching you dance. I love your confidence. I love your conviction. Are you kidding me? No, not at all. We freaking love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing but good vibes. Nothing but good vibes.
Wow, who thought I'd cry before you?
Fair enough.
If you could give one piece of advice to a large group of people, what would it be? I think take the leap. Like, with starting YouTube, with getting in a relationship with Louis, it was always like, what's the worst that can happen? I run out of money, YouTube doesn't work, we break up, and then I just move back and I'm exactly where I was anyway. I think people are so scared of like change, and even moving to a new country or whatever it is, it's like, you can always come back if it doesn't work out, and people don't really think about that. So whatever you want to do, like taking a leap is way better, like seeing if it works out is way better than regretting or like not knowing what would have happened if you hadn't tried.
Yeah, and realizing like almost anyone in the world that we would deem like massively successful has had like multiple crazy failure in their life.
Yeah.
So it's like normal. I think that's it. Embracing failure is part of the process.
Yeah.
Failure is the best way to learn anything. I can't learn anything without, oh, it's hot? Well, let me burn my hands. Like I can't imagine not being willing to consistently fail, because those are the lessons that really stick in your head.
And eat more plants.
Yes.
Definitely. I'm surprised that's not where you went right away.
When was the last time you cried and what inspired the tears?
I'm glad you got this one.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
it's
you'd be
easy for us.
like, 1 minute ago?
Yes. 30 minutes ago.
I wanted to cry at the wedding. I don't think I did. Last time I cried. I want to cry a lot more. That's something I want to do.
Me
Oh,
too.
actually, I did cry at the wedding, but it was during the breath work. So it wasn't because like I saw you coming down the aisle, although, you know, I had the emotion.
Yes.
Eamon won't cry when I walk. I already know.
Honestly,
for sure.
I
was
want
like-
to cry.
She
except-
wants me to
You know
cry,
what?
and I'm like, I want to.
It's not like I've got this little guy in there that's
Yeah.
holding it back. Like I want to feel those emotions.
So there's this, I guess it's like a meditative exercise you can do with like breathing. It's almost like you can exit your mind and just become fully.
You like releases emotions.
Yeah, at the wedding we did this like guided breathwork meditation, and my intention was I just want to be able to cry because I just can't cry. And I was just bawling. Not just like a little tear, which I can occasionally get in like soppy movies, but I was just like full on kid crying, like bawling.
Do you remember what set it off?
Oh yeah, it was a few things, but one of the things was on the journey down to the wedding, we'd driven through Central America in the bus, and basically the level of adventure was much higher than Raya was really feeling safe with. And I thrive in those scenarios, but I just felt this sudden feeling, not that it was like necessarily my fault, but just that I hadn't helped her feel as safe as she needed to be, especially leading up to the wedding. And there was a lot of scenarios where it was like, we're in just potentially dangerous situations, but I just felt a thing there of like, I just want you to feel safe. And I know how important that is for you, and I just had kind of failed her in that.
I'm gonna cry now.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Do you want to share anything?
Yeah, the last time I cried was when I lost our best friend.
That's not true. You cried when I was diagnosed as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
Really? But I'd only in 10 years I've seen him cry twice.
Wow.
And those are two big events.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But continue, sorry.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. When you're faced with this, and I think it's the same thing. Your fear that you're gonna lose someone, or that someone's it's scared, or they're terrified for their lives, and yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. Like it's definitely an emotion that society has taught men specifically to suppress, but I guess it just takes me more to cry. Like I don't really cry during movies and stuff, and
I often say to him, what would make me cry comes out as anger for him in something that makes no sense. So we were speaking earlier, why did you burn this sandwich, right? It'll come across as anger, and I say, well, hold on a second, you know, like we're going through this, and this. Do you think that you haven't processed? You say, oh, and it's not ever the thing that you're angry towards. So it's almost, I don't know if this is for a lot of men, but for you specifically, instead of crying, it's like suppressed, and then it comes up as like, because anger is an okay emotion for
Yeah.
me. And I cry all the time.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like I've seen you cry maybe
many.
10, 15 times.
For sure.
in
And
the
we've
last,
known
like-
each other 3 days.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for
It's
me,
good though.
actually.
It's good. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, I really like this. Who do you want to spend more time with? I think the pandemic really helped us spend a lot more time with our families in a good way. I always say I would love to spend more time with my grandparent. I guess it's sort of the living or the dead question, but I would have loved to get to know my grandparents better, especially at a younger version of themselves. Like imagine spending time with your grandparents or your parents at 30 while we're 30. I just think it would.
that's why I keep saying we need to have kids soon.
That'll never happen that we'll be 30 and they'll be 30.
I know.
I'm down. I'm
But a
down.
vlog would be pretty cool. They could watch our vlog.
Yeah,
gonna be
that's so
pretty dang
special.
cool.
That's really
They're gonna
cool.
watch this, like our grandkids.
Hi, children!
Hi.
I want to say you guys.
Aww.
Yeah, I love getting to know you better, and we just have so much in common. So yeah, I want to do like trips together.
Oh, we're definitely
Hell
going to
yeah.
have some fun.
Yeah.
We're going
Totally.
to build some stuff.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I want our
Totally.
kids to play together.
Oh,
I can't wait.
When we start
Yeah.
building our house in Costa Rica, you'll have to come down. and
Yes.
pick
For
us up.
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's a quote you've heard that made an impact on your life? Oh, I've got a good one for this.
Okay.
So my, I guess I could call him my mentor, this guy Rob, that really inspired me when I was like 19, 20. And it's such a it's a question. It's such a simple question that doesn't seem deep, but it had such a dramatic effect on my my life, because the question was like, what do you want? And it was this whole thing of like, are we really doing what we want? Deep down, are you really following your heart, essentially? And a lot of people, a lot of people don't know what they want in life. And then some people aren't really, if they search deep down, they're miserable because they're not really doing what they want. So it was like this stripping away deeper and deeper and deeper of like, you know, what is it that really makes me come alive? What's the thing that's like my deepest wants and desire? Not like a surface kind of shallow thing, but like what's the deepest thing? So that for me like sent me on a whole rabbit hole of like, I think that really like changed the direction of my life. That one question.
Mine is, I remember reading this quote and I felt like things just like shifted in my life. Is we create the reality in which we live. And when I read that, it felt like I got like complete power over my life. Literally 2 people could live the exact same life, and at the end of it, one person could talk about how beautiful their life was and the other person could be complaining the whole time. And that feels like, it's not like you're just like, whatever happens to you is what happens to you. It feels like the power is completely in your hands, of like, you create your reality. So it literally felt like my gear shifted and I was like, whoa, I have complete control.
And sometimes life can throw you curveballs, but it's even in those scenarios, it's like, how do you react to that? Like, what's your response?
And watching your journey, the way you shared it with like something that most people would say is like their biggest fear, like the worst thing they can imagine happening to them, and you just approached it with so much like positivity and optimism. Like that is the ultimate example of, like, even now you're not like sitting around complaining like, I can't believe this happened to me. You're like just loving life and you're so happy. And yeah, that's like the ultimate. If you haven't watched Beck's journey, go to their channel and watch all, because it's like so beautiful and moving.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it was never an option for me to approach it in any other way.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky to have a life where I think I have a lot of blessings and a lot of privilege, and so it was easy to be positive a lot of the time, but then I practiced it enough that I approached that like, well, I'm gonna be totally fine. And it was really dark. It was really, really dark, but I was always optimistic about the outcome. So.
Yeah, the lessons that it's taught us is, just that alone is something to be grateful for.
And I think I always had a ton of gratitude, and I remember speaking with a therapist when I was diagnosed, And I said, you know, like I'll be in the van and I'll be thinking, I'll ever need in my life is here. Like I don't need anything more than this van. And she was like, well, my challenge to you is to see that all you ever need is,
Ooh.
like, it was like, because I was saying to her, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I read these cancer books and everyone talks about gaining gratitude and gaining. I am that. I live that. Like, and then I gave her that example and she said, wow, you need to bring it way more micro. You are all you need. So maybe that's my quote too.
Yeah, I love that.
And I think I know that now. And I'm so much stronger now. Yeah.
For sure.
What memory instantly makes you smile? Just our whole wedding week as a collective memory makes me smile.
Wish I was there.
Mine is inappropriate, I think, for YouTube, but it's a small little moment. I don't know where it came from, but if you think of our
I feel
life,
like I know what you're gonna say. I feel like Louis has done it too.
I'm thinking of the time when you were like helicoptering your penis.
Yeah. Have you done that, Louis?
I haven't done it with Raya.
No.
On my own.
With Raya. He's like every other day, yeah.
But it was just like one of those, it's like a long time ago, but when you said like the instant memory, that's what came to my mind.
We just started dying laughing.
Yeah, we were just laughing and just
amazing.
together and, you know, just those moments. I love that. I think what's really great about all four of us is I could think of 10 times from today, yesterday, Of course, my mind goes to the helicopter penis, but
I love it.
This is so fun.
What is sacred to you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like, in terms of a physical thing, I just think our space that we have, like our physical home, our cabin, and what a whirlwind that the pandemic is the only reason we bought that place. And then to have that place to heal, it's just so healing. I can't wait to have you there. You'll see, it's just a really special place.
I think what comes to mind is like alone time for me. Because I obviously am a community person. I love spending time with other people, but even just like having a bit of time in the morning or in the evening to be alone.
Yeah, I think if
really
this was if this situation was like continuous, we were just living it. I would need more.
Yeah, I'd
like,
want to go for
chunks
a walk.
of time just to have like a little bit of
So would
solo
I,
time.
for sure.
I think
don't
all of
think I
us
would.
You wouldn't.
Oh no, he would. While we're all like hanging out, he would seek new.
I would
more
need time
people.
from you guys, but I would go and spend it with other people.
Wow.
Okay.
Like I really do.
Do you have any
feel
time
that.
alone, like where you?
No, I actually think I'm horrible alone.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom has the same thing. Like I don't know what to do with myself when it's just me.
Like I wake up before him every single morning, and the very rare time that he does, he just wakes me up immediately because he genuinely like can't even spend the 10 minutes by himself.
Wow.
I think you would actually find that you would love your own company.
Yeah.
I think you're most afraid of yourself. Like you're just meditation, all these things that I'll sit there and like go there and like let myself really, you know, be present with the thoughts that you're kind of maybe not
I should
as
do a
comfortable
mushroom
with.
trip alone.
Yeah. That's what you want to do.
But do you know why I think you go immediately to like a physical thing that will get you there? You'll get there with meditation. You just don't want to do the uncomfortable work to get into that state.
Have you heard of those like darkness retreats?
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
silent,
say,
like
either
silent
the
retreats.
Vipassana, the 10-day silent retreats.
I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that either.
You could, I think there's 3-day ones. You could start with a 3-day.
It's been 24 hours.
Okay, last one. When do you feel most alive? For me, it's sharing like a magical, natural experience with people I love. So like when we all saw the bioluminescence in LA, and we were surrounded by so many friends, we were like, is this really happening? It's like those moments of awe mixed with seeing the people you love like react to that awe. Because I always think if I'm alone experiencing something amazing, like I need to bring someone here to see it. So like I really want to take our families on safari and just to like watch them experience that. Yeah, I think those are the moments where it's like peak happiness and joy for me.
For me, it's whenever I'm this really nice mix of afraid to do it and excited to do it. And I feel like that in so many decisions we make. And even the flight board, for example. Old me, I think would have just kind of been like, it's not really my thing. Maybe I'll try my tummy or whatever. I have a new sense of just do it. I'm afraid, but I'm excited, and it's a really nice mix.
Yeah.
I love the right concoction.
I love the adrenaline rush of like, even when something's going wrong, to be honest. Like, you know,
Just
when
like
you're
you.
traveling and it's just like, oh shit, and everyone's freaking out and you're like, okay, let's problem solve here, guys.
Like the engine breaks down in the middle of
Yeah,
Mexico,
like-
and I'm like, what?
I'm like, perfect. This is awesome.
Yeah.
We've discovered the last few days me and Eamon have a very similar approach to life.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I also feel alive in those situations, but I was thinking just being on the dance floor, if you're just surrounded with all your friends and there's just banging tunes, no, I don't even have to be DJing, but just everyone just being in that full joyful state and just having fun, and it's like this release, like no one cares.
Everyone looks stupid.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes.
you're all just going mental.
Yeah.
That's like a very like peak alive moment, I feel.
100%.
Totally. That's a great
advanced.
one. And we've had a lot of those together.
Yeah.
we have.
Dancing is fun. Just in case you're on the fence like Nate,
Yeah.
dancing is a lot of fun.
Even if you can't dance, just flailing your body around.
It does not matter what you look like.
No.
Don't even think about that. Same with singing. It doesn't matter what you sound like, just sing. It feels so good. Yeah. We could literally do this for
I know.
hours
I
and
feel like we're
hours.
just hanging. I kind of forgot we
Yeah,
were filming.
I know.
I love it.
I was thinking in the beginning, I'm like, I love that we're filming this because we're getting to know each other even better.
Totally.
Like, there's things that wouldn't have come up in conversation.
Maybe it would have. You probably
Yeah, I
would have
probably
pulled this
would've.
hat out if we had one more night together.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously next year is going to be pretty busy for us, like having a baby and stuff. But if you've got some cool ideas of like trips or adventures we should all go on together,
I love that.
let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we should plan some stuff out, even if it's
100%.
like next year.
Let's do
Super
it.
down. And we'll come to you, seeing as you're having a baby. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, I don't even know how long this video is going to be. But thank you guys for filming.
thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. Just,
Go and check out their channel.
Yes.
All of their amazing adventures, super inspirational.
yeah, where are you guys headed to after this?
We're going to retrieve our van in Morocco.
Ooh.
She's been there. She's got a makeover, facelift. So we're excited to get back and
Amazing. All right. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.